Hello everyone and welcome to this lesson. I am going to take you through how to write letters of application because I understand this one is a very important skill, not only for the sake of examinations but also as a real life tool that everyone needs to have. Because I understand that at one moment or another, each one of us will be required to write a letter of application to apply for things like, say, employment. Maybe there is a job vacancy at a particular institution. You may apply for a scholarship. You may apply for permission maybe to visit somewhere. You may even apply for admission to a particular institution. And in that case, you will find letter writing, particularly writing letters of application, a very important skill. Now, letters of application should always be handwritten as a standard practice, very formal practice, unless when you are delivering them electronically, perhaps through email. At that time, you can type it. However, many times, all times, when you are delivering the letter through mail or hand delivery, you should make sure that it is handwritten. I am going to show you how we handwrite them so that it will become easy for you at any time whenever you are required to write letter of application. So watch on as I take you through practically how to write letters of application. Welcome. So this is our foolscap, and we begin by writing the sender's address. And one thing about the sender's address is that it should not contain the name of the sender. Say Joe Biden, Ben Doe. You shouldn't write your personal name. You should write the name of an institution. For example, in this case, we have the name Solutions Bookshop, followed by post office address, P.O. Box 65, followed by town. In this case, for example, it will be Naivasha. For those of us that may not know, Naivasha is in Kenya. Now, I have said that you should not write a personal name. If you are not attached to any institution, then you are just going to begin with the P.O. Box, the box office number. After that, you must skip a line. It is a must. And then you write the date in full. For example, today is 23rd November. And it is 2022. Now, one thing that you must do after writing the name of the month, you must put a comma. That is the very formal punctuation. Now, I want to say that the whole of this, I have written it on the right-hand side, but it is possible and okay, very okay actually, to write it on this other end. So this one can either be on the left or on the right. Now, after that, you will come to this other end. If you have written here, you will skip a space. If you have written here, it is not a must that you skip a space. Then you write the receiver's address. And the receiver's address has the following aspects. One, the position of the receiver. For example, in this case, we have the Chief Executive Officer. The Chief Executive Officer. Kenya Literature Bureau, P.O. Box 63, Nairobi. Now, bureau. Okay, well, I hope you will write bureau appropriately. Now, Nairobi. Initially or archaically, we had to apply these punctuation marks. Nowadays it is no longer a must, but it is good you apply them, just for example. Now after you have done that, you will write the salutation after skipping a space, and the salutation is written officially. Even if you know the name of the receiver, please don't write the name, just write their position. If you don't know them at all, and you don't even know their gender, you will write dear sir or madam. Dear sir or madam. If you know their name, well and good, but don't write their name. You can just choose. If it is a male, you just write dear sir. If it is a female, you write dear madam. If you don't know their gender completely, you will write dear sir or madam. After that, you will skip another line and you will write re, the title of the letter. Now, many a times, students mess up with this. Instead of re, they write ref, which is very wrong, because ref stands for reference number, which should be followed by a number, but re is short form for regarding. Therefore, I'm writing this letter regarding. In this case, it will be application for the position of managing director. So the re should be written in capital letters. It should be written in capital letters and it should begin with application. So it should begin with the word application, and then because it should be neat, you will take your ruler and underline. It must be underlined. It must be underlined. And sorry, bureau is written this way. It is an E here. Now, after you have done that, you go straight to the reason why you have written the letter. And for example, you will say, following an advertisement placed in the local dailies on 15th November 2022, I hereby write to apply for the above mentioned position. So the first paragraph, you go straight to why you are writing the letter. Remember, there are various ways of paragraphing, but the best one will be the block format, where your sentences begin from the margin, as opposed to the traditional block format, the traditional indented format, where the first word begins some distance off the margin. The best one is this one, so that when you are moving to the second paragraph, you will skip a space. Now I have said the first paragraph is technically supposed to say why you are writing the letter, and in this case you are writing the letter to apply for the position, and you should say the background. What made you write the letter? In this case, it was an advertisement that was placed in the local dailies. After that, you will skip a line and write the second paragraph, which is usually the longest, in which you are going to back up your case. You're going to say why you think you should be given that job, and you will also mention your qualification. So in this case, you will say, I am a graduate of science, and then you can just highlight what it is. B.Ed Science from the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. I studied in Kenya and gained a scholarship that saw me successfully complete my studies with first class honors in the year 2020. I have gained a lot of experience having worked for various institutions, including Longhorn Publishers. I therefore believe I am well suited for the position. Attached is my CV for your perusal. So that is the second paragraph, which is usually the longest, and we said it is just a backup of your case. You are just supposed to explain why you think you should get the job. After that, you will write the last paragraph, which is usually one sentence long, and it is just an expression of hope that you are going to get the job, and also thanking the receiver. So you will say, it is my sincere hope that you will consider my request. Thank you in advance. And then you are done with the letter. So the next thing you're going to do is to sign off, or whatever we call valediction, and it should have 3 components. 1, closing tag, and this closing tag, it will always be yours faithfully, because we have started with dear sir or madam. For letters that allow us to mention the name of the person, you use dear, you use yours sincerely. But if it is dear sir or madam, you will say yours faithfully. Then you will put a comma. It will be followed by a signature, and then the name of the sender. In this case, the sender will be a person called Harry Ruya. Harry Ruya. So in this case, you will find that you have written a closing tag that has a closing tag, signature, and the name. You will also notice that we have skipped a line, and that is how you will write letters of application. It is a very easy thing, and I wish you all the best as you prepare to write letters of application, and you will for sure get whatever it is that you are applying for. That is the end of this lesson. Don't worry about my handwriting. I hope the lesson will be important for everybody. Goodbye, and all the best in your future engagements as you write letters of application.